Here in Houston, today's August 31st, 2011. We're in Houston at the Prohibition Bar near the Galleria, hosting our social function. We have over 100 people attending the event today, so let's go find out a couple people and what they do and what their business is all about. With me, Steve Webster. Steve is the CEO of Stratosphere, one of our sponsors. How are you, Steve?
Good, good.
So how's business these days?
Business is brisk these days. The Houston economy is doing quite well.
So what does Stratosphere do in general?
We are a technology and security consulting firm and a data center services firm. Our primary clients are Fortune 1000 energy and utility clients. The state-of-the-art data center, it's a 100,000 square foot facility designed to Tier 4 standards. It's about 100,000 square feet. It is one of the biggest data centers in the Houston market.
Hi, I'm Mike Pattison, the Houston TechExecs chair. I'm here with Paul Ali with Infoblox, and he's a new sponsor, and we're really appreciative of sponsoring this event. Paul, tell us a little bit more about yourself and Infoblox.
Infoblox is involved in core network services, DNS, DHCP, IP address mapping, and generally network automation. We handle really the core network services for very, very large enterprises. Our primary customer is 2,000 desktops and up.
Well, thanks, Paul. It's good to have a little more information about you, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the next event. Thanks a lot.
With me is Mike Braun with Jupiter. How are you, Mike?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for the invitation.
So what do you think about the event so far?
It's well attended. You've always got a good crowd.
So what are you guys doing these days at Jupiter?
We're really knocking it out. We've got probably the best quarter we've ever had in the last 2 years. Placements are up. Business is picking up. The economy seems to be making that turn. Most of it's in the ERP space with our clients trying to upgrade, get the best bang out of their buck. What we're trying to do is help them find the best resources to fill in those gaps. And in some cases, it's putting together with the right people to make the right decisions.
Well, Mike, you've been a long-term member of TechExecs. Does it satisfy all your needs so far?
Absolutely. I mean, it's really a good place.
Thank you so much for your support, and good luck. With me is Tom. He's with ServiceNow. How are you doing?
Doing great.
What do you think about the event?
Oh, it's fantastic. A lot of key people here, and a lot of good networking.
What does ServiceNow do?
We do IT service management from a software as a service standpoint. So pretty much, the cloud methodologies for anything ITIL.
Is that a consulting service, or is that a bundle type of things that people buy?
It's actually a product, or really a platform that handles everything from problem, incident, and change. It's built around the whole ITIL framework. That gives you a complete 360-degree view of your infrastructure and how it's doing and providing back service levels. I worked for EMC for about 12 years, and I saw a great opportunity. It's the only opportunity I've had in 12 years that actually was worth moving to. It's just this opportunity I had was absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you for being here, and hopefully we'll see more of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to it.
With me is Jim O'Brien. How do you like the event so far, Jim?
The event's actually been really, really good. Met a lot of good people. Had a good time, obviously. Met some peers, so that part's been very nice.
What company are you with?
I work for a company called Guidance Software. We are the forefront in computer forensics, electronic discovery, and cybersecurity.
That's scary.
Pretty much if it's bit level that you're trying to find out about, that's what we do. We are worldwide. So we're in 6 cities in the United States, Singapore, and Slough, UK. We are about 400 people, 100 million in revenue. So,
how'd you get involved in this business?
I found into it because I was in the Microsoft space and people started talking about e-discovery. Microsoft started paying me to fly around and talk about it for SharePoint, and I sort of was like, holy cow, this affects everybody. I need to get into it, and that's where I am now.
I'm glad to see you here today, and hopefully we can see you at one of our other events.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These things are great. Yep.
With me is Patrick Montesanto. He's with Whitaker IT. He's been a long-term sponsor of TechExecs organization. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
So we're here at the Prohibition event here in Houston, Texas on August 31st. What do you think about it?
As always, these TechExecs happy hours have a fantastic turnout. A lot of people, and it's the kind of turnout that someone in my position looks to see. There's a good crowd, and many of them are the kind of people that I'm looking to meet.
Well, that's awesome. So you were one of our speakers in the earlier spring event. What are some things that you talked about at the event, and then have you seen any changes to it?
Well, some of the things I talked about was employee retention. You know, kind of coming out of a recession, Tony, you see a lot of activity, a lot of hiring, predominantly a lot of contract work. That's one thing that I addressed in my presentation last time. Was it was very unusual, but we're seeing a lot of direct hire needs coming out of the recession, and that's still the case. It's changing, but it's flat. You know, typically coming out of a recession, we see a pretty big spike up. That hasn't been the case this time. It's just very slowly increasing, and I think there's just a lot of apprehension in the IT market, as we see in the consumer market and the stock market as well.
Thank you for being a sponsor of our events, and hopefully you're doing very well. So.
It's my pleasure. I enjoy being involved in the organization. We always do very well.
Wow, what a wonderful event. We have over 100 people attending today's event here at the Prohibition Bar in Houston. Today's August 31st, 2011. If you're not able to make it to today's event, please join us at the next event, either in person and also online. Again, this is Tony Huang, the founder and CEO of TechExecs. See you next time.